Yeah, college education, that's what it's all about. See, the issue is very, very basic. Clean neighborhoods, safe neighborhoods with excellent schools. Clean neighborhoods, safe neighborhoods with excellent schools. But when you think about places like Chicago, any urban city where African Americans live, some people like to be called blacks. Remember, we were coloreds and Negroes. Remember that. And then we were black. Now we African Americans. And you got people, younger generations, they just gonna be like, we gonna be Americans, or we'll be African descent, or we got a mixture of descents, and you know, that's one reason why we're confused, which is understandable. We came here as slaves. We were reared and reared for servitude. Understand that. And we came to places like Chicago for jobs. But the economy has changed, the deindustrialization, the global economy, computers and robots. So most of these jobs are paying, you know, under $30 an hour. Most of these jobs are paying like under $30 an hour. So here we are. It's gonna be that way. It's not gonna change. So we don't really have to be here anymore. That's what I'm trying to get at. So the African American community is an older community. It's imploding. It's shrinking. It will continue to implode. It will continue to shrink. And that's not the problem. I mean, move down south. Nothing wrong with down south. Nothing wrong with the north. But most of the highest rates of social mobility, a lack thereof mobility, income wealth gaps are in the south, in the black south. Like here in Chicago, in most places. And it's been like this for over 50, 60 years. The black unemployment is usually twice as high as white, or if you want to say European American unemployment. Period. There's some nice homes over here. We're over here by Harlem High School. And who gonna buy these houses? I mean, that's the bottom line. That's why I always tell people they allow people from Mexico and other places to come here to America because white America's getting older and shrinking, if you will. So somebody got to buy these houses. Somebody got to buy this stuff. So, man, I should get out the car right now and walk around. Okay. Do some exteriors. Yeah, I should park the car over here and walk around. This is over Abbott Park, y'all. You know, I played Little League, like Jackie Robinson Little League out here in this, the famous Jackie Robinson Little League. You might have heard of. I played out here, had to be 40 years ago or plus, maybe more than 40 years ago. And the years go by fast, people. You youngins just don't know. This is Harlem High School. Now, I'll probably go back home and give you some of the statistics of Harlem High School. You know, you look at the standardized tests, I don't know, half the students, maybe 60% of the students will read at grade level. But, you know, that's not the... I know some of y'all don't like standardized tests and they racist and they wrong and blah, 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 blah. We over-testing the students. I get all of that. That's true. But the dropout rate, I don't know what the dropout rate is in Harlem, but overall in the city of Chicago, the African-American black male dropout rate is 51%. Some people up in there looking at me filming. That's why I like to come here early. Like, what are you doing filming? Video, well, it's actually videotaping. It's not film. Film is just a generic term. But the point is that there's probably a lot of good things going on at John Marshall, Harlem High School, but I don't know. And they should let us know. Because we have to feel good about the schools, feel good about education. Everybody's not going to be a doctor, lawyer. Everybody's from Harlem High School is not going to go off to college and be a lawyer or in the STEM field. Maybe a few students will. That's just, you know. But we still have to feel good about school, good about education. So I don't know what goes on here, which is quite sad. I should be able to make a couple of quick, you know, go to the internet real quick, type in a few things, and see what's going on in Harlem High School. A video, a cool website. Yeah, they got a website, but you know, it's all generic stuff. The principal in there is probably a really nice guy. I've heard nice things about the gentleman. I think he's still there. But the point is that Harlem High School should be connected to Chicago State. Chicago State's right down the street. I just showed you Chicago State. I may go up the street to Gillespie Grammar School, which is up the street, sort of. And this was what it's about. They had a protest. I should show you the 95th Street bus station, which they're renovating. They're renovating the bus station at 95th Street, the bus and L station. It's bus and L, the CTA, Chicago Transit Authority. I should have brought my tripod. My arm getting tired. So I don't know what's going on in Harlan High School, but I do know overall the black male dropout rate is 51%, and I can't repeat that enough. I can't stress it enough. If you want to end this crime in Chicago and other urban cities and suburban, you know, a lot of us moved to the suburbs. The suburbs are not as dense as the city, so the crime is not as bad, but you still got some foolishness out in some of these suburbs. But it's about black men, black boys. If they don't do well in school, some of them are going to jail. Some of them could commit murders. A lot of them would not be good husbands or good fathers. They don't have a work ethic. They're not educated. They're not trained. They're not motivated. They're not inspired. Some of us are. And the black boys who do well, we got to go to their mamas or the school teachers or somebody and say, how are y'all doing it? You know what I'm saying? Because some people come out of Harlan and do quite well. What's the recipe? They had good parents? Teachers that believed in them? Did they have an intrinsic motivation? What's it all about? See, all these leaders, see that the point is that I was saying they had a protest about police brutality or something at the train station down the street, the 95th Street L station. But they should have been coming here. You want to improve the African American community? You want to improve America? It starts in the public schools. Grammar school, high school, preschool. Very, very basic. And like if I went to I spoke at Harlan a few times, but it's been many, many years, like career days and stuff. But I would tell the kiddies, listen here, y'all gonna forget most of what I say. But if you don't have no children the next 10 years, you will solve a lot of problems. A lot of them. Don't have no babies, go to school, get education, travel. All right, what was Harlan High School? You know what? I got kicked out of the public schools. I used to do career days for almost 20 years. I told you this story before. 20 years, and they ran me out. And so they ran me out, and then it was self-imposed. My message is so counterintuitive when I go into the schools. I'm not a college graduate. I don't make $110,000 a year. I don't make $50 an hour, $60 an hour. I get that. So people are like, how can you tell us how to be successful when you ain't jack? And you know, when you're 15, you don't get it. I would tell the kiddies, where was I? Making a speech. I gotta make this light. The 95th Street and State, you know, and when y'all come to Chicago, you know, State Street is 0. So everything on this side of State Street is east. I should have made this light. Damn. I was saying this is the train station. They're gonna repair it. They're gonna revitalize it, remodel it or something. It's been here for, I don't know, man, since a long time.